Israeli officials say more than 100 hostages are being held by Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Holly Williams has more on the efforts to rescue them.
New video today from Israel's military claims to show special forces doing battle with Hamas militants on Saturday near the border with Gaza and rescuing around 250 hostages. On the other side of the border, there'd be even greater risks.
How difficult is it to rescue a hostage from the Gaza Strip?
Yohanan Plesner is a former commando in Israel's military.
Hamas has underground tunnels and basements, but they sure know how to torture and hide people, and they have so many of them, so it will be extremely difficult.
Disturbing Hamas propaganda appears to show the militants mistreating their captives. For relatives of those taken, it's unbearable. Hamas claims 13 hostages held in Gaza have already been killed in Israeli airstrikes, which we cannot verify.
This is the single largest...
Gershon Baskin is an Israeli hostage negotiator who dealt with Hamas directly to help secure the release of a captured Israeli soldier, Gilad Shalit, in 2011. Now he says Hamas will not negotiate. Only Israel's military can free the hostages.
They're going to go in a military ground operation to find and rescue the hostages as much as possible. No doubt many hostages will be killed, but all their captors will be killed, from the top of the leadership to the accountant of Hamas.
And Holly Williams joins us now. Holly, how difficult is it to locate these hostages?
Well, Catherine, we've actually heard differing opinions on that question. You saw that ex-Israeli commando in our report. I mean, his point was that Hamas is expert at using tunnels and basements to hide people, including hostages. But you also saw the hostage negotiator in our story, and he was actually more optimistic. In his opinion, the hostages are not being held in a single location, but are likely spread out across the Gaza Strip, which may actually increase the chances of finding them. Of course, locating the hostages is one thing. Rescuing them is entirely another. Presumably, that would be some kind of special forces operation. And obviously, it would be extremely dangerous.
You know, through your reporting, and I've worked in the region, Hamas has taken hostages before. So what makes this scenario stand out?
You're right. They have a history of taking hostages. I think what's different here is firstly the numbers. Israel confirmed today that there are at least 120 hostages, and then that so many of them are civilians, including the elderly, including the children. I'm sure you've seen the videos, as I have. Hamas is using them as part of its propaganda. And then, of course, that we know now that some of the hostages are American, which gives this, of course, an international dimension.
Well, of course, American hostages, they might think, have greater currency. So at its core, is this about taking hostages to extract concessions from the Israeli government?
Well, we don't know exactly what Hamas's motivations were when they launched this attack, but certainly now they are clearly using the hostages. First of all, they've said that they won't negotiate while they're still under enemy fire, and they've even threatened to kill one hostage every time Israel bombs Palestinian civilians without warning. So that's a kind of game of deadly blackmail that Hamas is playing right now.
Holly Williams, thank you so much. We're so grateful for your reporting this week.
Thanks, Catherine.